Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for another McFarlane Toys news update. It's the very first news update of the year 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here, for continuing to be here. And for all you newcomers, welcome. We're going to talk about all these new McFarlane Toys offerings for today, and we're going to have a blast doing so. But it's going to be fun regardless. It may not be fun for your wallets for some things. We'll just say some things are better than others. But it's not DC Multiverse, just in case you missed the title card. No, we're talking about their new Marvel statue offerings. Now, for lack of a better term, I have just been calling them the famous covers. Marvel famous covers takes after those old Toy Biz offerings. Has a nice ring to it. And overall, most of the time, they are based off of famous covers. It's not the entire cover. They just kind of pull certain characters out of them and then make them into statues. They're pretty cool. I have the Venom one so far. Before we get started, as always, if you are interested in anything we're going to be talking about here today, I will have affiliate pre-order links down in the description below. All your favorite places, wherever you like to order these things from, it'll be down there. Amazon, Entertainment Earth, GameStop, you names it. I got it. Let's talk about these famous covers. So first and foremost, we're headed to Hell's Kitchen. This is Daredevil based upon the issue number 600. What I like most about these famous cover statues is that it's done for you. It's posed out. There's no lines. There's no articulation points. It's just, yeah, that looks pretty cool. And as I found out, because I like these and I admire these from afar, but I'm very picky and choosy, and I've only gotten the Venom one thus far. But it does work with 6-inch Marvel Legends. That's not to say that every single one of these will work perfectly with your 6-inch Marvel Legends. Mezco kind of sort of work. Legends has more of that streamlined quality that these kind of resonate with. Diamond Select, Marvel Select, no, it's not going to work. But Daredevil is just posed out appropriately. I like that he has his baton. It's got the wire. It's awesome. It's very much a pose of movements, and he's flying over the rooftops, probably to stop Bullseye or grab Elektra, something like that. But in either case, yes, Daredevil looks dang awesome. Moving on. This is one that I am really hoping will fit, like I said, size-wise with Marvel Legends. This is Storm. This comes from Marvel Tales number 236, featuring Spider-Man and the X-Men. The thing that I like most about this is that the cape is very, we'll say, for lack of a better term, very McFarlane. It has all the different spindly looks, like a Spawn cape, and I love that. They really can tackle that with all their statues and not so much their Spawn action figures nowadays, but you get the idea. It looks awesome. I could totally see Spider-Man and Wolverine action figures, Marvel Legends, coming out from under that cape right in front of her, much like the cover of the comic book. So again, I hope that this one fits, because I'm definitely interested in grabbing this. Plus, if you're a fan of X-Men 97 or just the costume in general, Storm is an awesome character, and this will be part of the autograph series. This is a gold label, meaning that it will be a specific store exclusive, and more on that in just a few. I don't have the exact details as of this video, but I will put an update. That'll be the first comment. I'll update it as it comes about, and rest assured, yes, if you want her, I'll put the links down in the description below. But like I said, Storm looks awesome. Out of this batch of new figures, she is pretty darn cool. Next up, we have Captain America, Sam Wilson, in his whole Falcon Captain America gear. This hails from all new Cap issue number 1. Now, this obviously will tie in heavily with the upcoming movie, the MCU movie, but it is thoroughly based upon the comic book, which again, it's a nice tie-in. For those of you that, and this is kind of how I've always been, if I don't like what they're doing with the MCU, it does bring about that, like, well, I do like that character and I do like the comic book. Let's see some merch off that. So I think that's where this really hits that spot, unlike what Hasbro's doing. And this is going to be purely for me talking, but I'm not into what the MCU with the Red Hulk, and then they have Falcon, and then they have the new Captain America. I like the comic book, and I already have those figures. So for that, I am good. I can just go, oh, let's see if the movie is any good. I'll wait to see. I don't have high hopes for it. There's always a possibility it could be the greatest thing ever, but we all know the recent landscape of the MCU, so hopefully it does turn out to be a good movie. That's all I really hope for every single movie that comes out based on a comic book character. Is it gonna be good? Kraven wasn't. Venom 3, I have yet to see. I have no idea. But if you want Captain America, Sam Wilson, you can pre-order him now, along with Spider-Man. So this Spider-Man kind of bookends with other McFarlane releases thus far. Kinda, sorta. This is, well, they're saying this is based off Amazing Spider-Man issue 302. It's a whole thing. We'll just say, yeah, kind of, sort of, just go with it. But Spider-Man looks great. He's got his awesome spaghetti webs. I love that they have the web lines painted on him. Man, that is refreshing. I love the eyes. I love the blues, the reds, and he is dodging all of those pumpkin bombs. This one is very cool. To have that specific pose, to have that background, maybe throw in a Green Goblin, a Hobgoblin, whatever Spider-Man villain you want. But that's what I mean. That's old school Marvel magic right there. And you don't see that a lot these days. Everything is the movies, and comic books are largely being forgotten. This is refreshing. This looks really cool. Is it for me? Is it something I genuinely want? No, this is not something that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go for that. The Storm one, that's cool. That's unique to me. I think I can have some fun with that one, just like the Venom one. But Spider-Man, no, it's just not my thing. But I can definitely appreciate it from afar. There will also be a gold label autograph series for this one as well. Again, just like Storm, I don't have the exact details, but rest assured, I will have the updates as we get them, as the links become available, and all of that. So if you want the regular edition or if you want the autograph series, you can grab the links down in the description below now. But like I said, I'm on an X-Men kick, and I've been on an X-Men kick ever since X-Men 97 debuted once again. It's been so great. This Jim Lee Cyclops, he looks tremendous. This is what I'm talking about. I love the shading, the yellows, the blues. The only thing that I could see is that the visor to the forehead, it looks to be painted blue, where that should be his forehead. That's how his costume works. So hopefully on the final version, that's just flesh tone. It won't be blue, fingers crossed. If it is, it will be a pass. If it's not, just like Storm, yeah, I will be getting a Cyclops, because that is just killer. Again, he's already posed out. You put him with some X-Men characters, which you gotta have those with Marvel Legends. Yeah, you got an awesome setup for your collection. So then that will conclude the smaller scale statues as we move on to the larger scale. There's only 2 of these today. The first one being, I would say, kinda sorta a Jack Kirby Thor, kinda sorta. It's Thor. It definitely has that look to him, but it's kind of there and kind of not. It's one of those. But regardless, it does look pretty cool. I know your eyes do not deceive you. That is a wired cloth cape on Thor. I definitely like that. That's a nice addition to these. It will definitely bring more of that dramatic flair, which I totally appreciate. It's across the board. It's the bright colors. It's the fun of Marvel, old school Marvels, and it's the comic books. It's no more of that, oh, it's the movie stuff. What are we talking about with the actors? Oh, this actor did this behind the scenes. And it's like, no, this is just comics. If you know these comics, you're probably going to have some sort of like, oh, that's pretty cool. Or, oh, I'm totally going to get these. But if you don't know the comics, that's totally okay as well. Maybe it'll prompt you to pick up the old comics and start reading them. So again, if you want Thor, his link is down below. But this one, Storm and Cyclops aside, they're cool and all, but I will definitely be grabbing this Secret Wars alien costume Spider-Man, of course, from Secret Wars number 8. Front and center, right on the cover, amidst the chaos, there comes a costume. And what a costume it would turn into be, especially with what they've done with Venom, and I think he's Carnage. You know what? Leave that over there. This is just the kind of Marvel that I'm interested in. The black costume has never looked better. It has no pins. It's got no lines. It's not broken up. It's just Spidey with the white spider symbol, the white eyes, his arms open, and he's got a little bit of that spider sense going on amidst that red background. Yes, All of these backgrounds are largely cardboard, but they usually have a nice solid plastic base. So just as an FYI, but from front to back, side to side, even though this is a bigger size, which kind of bums me out because that would have looked really good on the shelf. It was the smaller sized scale statues. But regardless, this will be a nice centerpiece because, man, oh man, that just looks awesome. Cannot wait to add this number 8 Secret Wars Spider-Man to my collection. So that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at all of the brand new McFarlane Toys famous cover Marvel statues. Small scale, large scale. What do you guys think? Which ones are for you? Are any of these? Are you actively collecting them? I've seen a lot of people, they mostly just kind of pick and choose, and that's the best aspect. You don't have to get every single one. Though I am curious if anyone is out there, if you've picked up every single one so far. I would love to see a picture of that. You can definitely send it to me on my Instagram. So that all being said, you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything McFarlane Toys Marvel famous covers. And as always, if you need any of these, links down in the description below. I will leave you guys with that. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next one, I will catch you guys soon. Adios.